Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Mobile. This is a game that I have absolutely loved on PC, which is where I played it as my main game for a very long time. And here we are with a little bit of early access thanks to EA. Of course, I did a full video on my main channel showing my first dub with it. We had a squad together. I am new to mobile games in general, though. I played a little bit of PUBG Mobile, and with this incorporated as well, it's a big learning curve, especially obviously playing on my phone. I got to actually learn all the keybinds and figure out where I wanted everything to go. So I wanted to just put together a simple video showcasing what I figured out talking to Bobby Plays, who is an incredible player, really good mobile streamer. You guys should check him out if you're interested in any of that. But I wanted to show you what I kind of figured out. Now, I set it to 3 keys, so I'm kind of setting it up where I use my thumb on the right side, and I use both my fingers on the left side to play on my phone. Of course, if you play on an iPad or something different, it might be a little different for you. I've set the entire bottom right completely open so that I can use this for aiming, which is just behind my head, as you see on there. Top left is where I'm going to kind of shoot. I set up the actual attack button there, which I'll show you in a second. And then, of course, bottom left is to actually move with my thumbs. That feels very intuitive to me from all the previous, Game Boy games that I've played over all of these years, even, PSP, you name it. I'm using my thumbs a lot for some of these games. And then, of course, I pull that pointer finger over the top here in order to hit the actual attack so I can do it all at once. And then I also do have a forefinger. So in the top right, I set up a couple of the buttons so I could do slide or jump at the same time, although I'm keeping that a little bit lower priority as I kind of first learn some of the game and how to do it. So, of course, this isn't going to be like absolute master level god tier gameplay from it, but it's something that I found is a lot more useful for somebody who's new to it. This might help you guys, as this is what I've learned from my hours now in on the game. So I'm going to grab a couple weapons here off the rack. As you can see, it's a little different in this versus the actual main Apex Legends game, but this is actually a really cool firing range that they've got set up for you to test things out on or swap or whatever you need to do. So if I actually want to shoot, you see I've got my hip fire, then the shoot in that top left. The top right is where I'll aim down sight. Again, I'm just aiming with my thumb here. This allows me to have full mobility and miss all of my shots really well. But I can also go in for a slide, of course, jump, and then I can even just hip fire, which seems to be, honestly, hip fire in regular Apex is already really good as well. But you can see where I've got all the buttons set up. So I do have to take my thumb off in order to activate, like, flashback. Of course, this is the new Fade character. I'm going to do a video on this guy breaking down some of his abilities as well. But that's the only time I should have to take my thumb off, or to go for reload, which I also put in the bottom there. But this makes it nice so I can just mainly focus on shooting, aiming, and moving. Like, these are the biggest 3 priorities. So even if I just want to hip fire close range, that's fine. If I even want to take off, I can use my thumb to hit the toggle aim down sight and then just stand stationary when I'm shooting, just to make it simple. Because from what I've noticed, it becomes extremely overwhelming once I get into fights as I've been learning this. And I just, there's like 6 fingers, full 4 fingers you could go. But this has felt the best for me, where I'm mostly using 3, so I'll even use my thumb to just ADS, or even if I want to do a running slide, I'm using my thumb right now to push the button to jump, and then all of my UI is up in the top, and it leaves my entire bottom right completely free to actually do the precision aiming. You could also, of course, aim with your pointer finger up at the top here. But this is what, again, has felt the best for me. So if you want to give that a go, if you're trying Apex Legends out, you're trying to figure all the settings and configurations out in general, maybe this is a good branching off starting point for you. Of course, this is a brand new channel that you guys are watching this on as well, over on my StoneMountain Beyond. I hope you guys are down for this. It's going to let me upload some more Apex content, some Fortnite, some F1, whatever the heck I want to. If you haven't checked out my main channels, check those ones out. Make sure you're subscribed over on it. You can also find everything over on my website, StoneMountain64.com. You can get all my settings, loadouts for other games that I play, computer setup, everything that I use is over there. Give it a like if it helped. Thanks so much for watching. That's for this one. This is StoneMountain64. Over and out.